a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The 49ers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Hauls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
He's got an open man, and he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Let's go. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Woodward. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. And the 49ers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The 49ers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. That's caught. It's Woodward. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here we go. Back to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. down he goes at the 39. And the 49ers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll keep it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. NC State to the line on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
The 49ers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Wide open downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking to throw on first down. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. We've played one before we move on. Let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fakes to grab. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Here comes the option. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Gonna take a shot. Lots of running room. Inside the 10. It's a fumble. The ball goes out of bounds through the end zone. It'll be a touchback and a turnover for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Turning it on. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. To the air on first down. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Back to pass on second down. He'll pull it down across the 45. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
They'll try the run. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And the 49ers want to move quickly. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The 49ers send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He turns it loose to the left. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. It's a draw. There he goes. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
From the gun, he leads him with the back. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And it'll be down right there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looks as if he's going to run it. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Oh, it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Looking to throw on first down.
I
tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Rushes on him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50%.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Punt is on its way. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Cortez. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, North Carolina. State. He broke away from the defense. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Give to the running back. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the 49ers will kick it away to start the second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Got his man on the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
NC State a lot of freedom to do anything here on 2nd and inches. The give to the back. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. It's a reverse. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
The Wolfpack line up facing third and approximately half a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Military stunt.
Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The 49ers want to crank the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Escapes trouble. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the 49ers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Caught in the backfield, it's Pettis. Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's fourth down. The 49ers line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. On the move, it's Cortez. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Buying some time. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll slide after picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Out of the gun to give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Finds his man. It's Smith. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. From the shotgun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Wants to throw on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents, start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.